planted in you from the beginning. When you were created, you have this greatness. And as an African man or woman, each and every one of us, we are unique individuals. As far as you are a person of color, wherever you are, it doesn't matter if you are in London, America, Britain, everywhere around the world, in Africa especially. Sometimes we look at ourselves, and that's why other people see us the way they do. When you don't value yourself, when you don't value what you have, when you can't make the most of what you have in you, when you can't even understand who you are, everyone will give you the identity they think is good for you. You are a human in the first place. Like every other person around the world is a human. God created you the way they were created. You were given birth to the same way a white person is given birth to. You have a mother, they have a mother. You have a father, they have a father. But the difference between you and a white man is self-realization. The discovery of who they are, what they have, and what they can do, and the impact they can make. As an African person, man or woman, you have to start discovering, realizing who you are, what you can do, what you have, and what you can offer. If you can offer anything, you think you don't have any good in you, you can't impact your generation, then that means you are of no value. But in my last broadcast, I was trying to let you know that there is something you have in you. I call it greatness. I use the word greatness because what you have in you is beyond human comprehension as an African being. But making the most of what you have is what makes you important. Making use of what you have, selling your gift to the market, selling your seed to the market, selling your fruit to the market is what makes you important. I have a question. Imagine a tree. Let me use apple tree. This apple tree, you have planted it in your compound, in your garden for several years now. Let me say for 15 years, for 20 years, this apple tree have been there. And do you expect this apple tree, at this time you should be giving me fruit? And unfortunately, you haven't been getting any fruit from this apple tree. What would come to your mind? What will you say about the apple tree? You would understand that this apple tree is of no good. It has nothing to offer. So what are you going to do? You cut it off. You cut it off because it has nothing to offer. Since 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, most African countries of the world have not been able to produce anything, any fruit for the world. And yet you claim to be a people. Why would other countries see us as a people? What I have to say to you is this is time for you to begin to use what you have in you. Of course, you have something in you. You are not a dummy. God didn't create you just to exist and to walk the earth and become of no use. You have nothing to offer. No. Since you have been created, you have something to offer. and you must find it out. And that's why this is one of the things, these are some of the things I'll be talking about in my broadcast. I'll be saying these things so that we, the Africans, will begin to realize who we are. It's as if we have nothing. It's as if we are no people. It's as if we have nothing to offer. But my job is to tell you you have something to offer. Help you realize what you have to offer. And help you, show you the direction, the destination, the future you have. You are not a mistake. No black person is a mistake. No black person is a babu. No black person is an animal. We are humans. And we must begin to live like one. So the greatness in you has to be harnessed. You have to go through the process. You have to become a great person, a great nation, a great continent. We are not dark continent. We have the lights that can shine out of darkness that the world have pressed on us. We can be great because we are meant to be great. We can be a people because we are humans. We can produce things that others are producing. How? When we have the right leaderships. But as individuals, we have to start doing it. As a person of color, we have to start working on ourselves. We don't have to wait for our leaders. When you can work on yourself and you are able to do something for yourself, our leaders will be forced to do something. Individually, look into yourself. Find out something you can do and start doing it. I believe that in Africa, there are people who can produce toys. There are people who can produce electric torch. There are people who can produce things. But why are we not doing it? Because we think nobody will listen to us. Do it first. Do it. Do it. Start from your community. Start from your street. Start from your state. People will listen to you. Africans will patronize you. You can be great. First of all, you have to start reading. It has been proven that Africans don't like to read. Africans don't like to read. When you discover what you can do, you read in that line. You don't need to be a university student. You don't need to go to the university to be able to read. Someone said that there is no difference from someone who cannot read and someone who does not read. If you can read and you do not read, there is no difference between you and someone who cannot read. You are as an illiterate as the person that cannot read. But when you have discovered what you can do, oh, thank God today there is Google. The internet is available. You have the world in your palm. Discover more about what you can do. Improve on them. If what you can do is to produce a fan, why not do it? You have a smartphone. Search more on how to produce fan. Search more. If you can produce a car, find more on how to produce cars. You think what you can do is to produce radio? Watch. Everything is in the palm of your hand. Once you have access to the internet, you can find anything. Secondly, firstly, I said read, research. Secondly, you have to dissociate yourself, detach yourself from people that talk you out of your dream, out of what you can do. There are people who All they know is to talk you out of what you want to do. You have to remove yourself from them. Once you have a passion for what you want to do, what you know how to do, they will tell you a lot of things to talk you out of it. But I want you to have a deaf ear towards what they have to say. Do it. Start it in the first place. The difference between achievers and procrastinators is the ability to start. Start it. Do something about it. Dissociate yourself from those who talk you out of it. Africans, we know how to talk. We talk too much and do little or nothing. It is in our blood to talk. It is in our blood to criticize. It is in our blood to talk a lot without doing anything. Once you discover what you know how to do, don't allow anybody to talk you out of it. Improve on it. That is the greatness that is in you. Improve on it. Don't allow anybody can try to talk you out of it, but don't let them. Ignore them. Go ahead and pursue that dream. If you can produce motorcycles, bicycles, why not do it? Why not do it? What are you waiting for? Start doing what you know you can do. That is the difference between a white man and a black man. They make the most of their greatness. They put it to work. But African man can only talk without doing anything. Do it. Produce that watch. Produce that car. Produce that bicycle. Produce that radio. Produce that fan. Start doing something right now. Thank you for listening. I'll come on your way next time. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my channel. I love you. It is my vision to see Africa great. It is what I want. We start producing things. We start making things that others think we cannot do. Let us prove them wrong. Africa can be great. And it lies in our hands to do it. Thank you once again for listening and remain blessed.